Yeah, it started.
All right, wonderful people. So we're gonna do number 16 on miscellaneous exercise, which didn't get recorded because I got a phone call and my wife bothered me and I stopped it, and I guess that's what happened. So here we have a curve. Y equals 1 plus 1 over 2 plus x. So this is number 16. And let me make sure. Yeah, you can see. All right. And it says it crosses the x-axis at point A. So it crosses the x-axis at point A. And it also crosses the y-axis at point P. B. So what is this called when it crosses the x-axis? It's called a?
X-intercept.
X-intercept. And what's the value of y at that point?
0.
And what is this here? Crosses the y-axis at point B.
Y-intercept.
And x equals to?
0.
0. Give me 1 sec. So this is y-intercept, x equals 0, x-intercept, y equals 0. Now look at part A. Part A says calculate the coordinates of A and B. So if you're going to do that, you're going to first try to find your x-intercept. It's when y equals to 0. So you go 0 equals 1 plus 1 over 2 plus x. Right? And you're going to solve this, right? Negative 1 equals 1 over 2 plus x. Right? And then you're going to multiply that way. That's what I would do. Right? You got negative 2 plus x equals to 1. And then you have negative 2 minus x equals to 1. And then you have negative 2 equals to 1 plus x. And now what does it say? X equals to negative 3. And so what do you know? That point A is negative 3 comma 0. You have just found your x-intercept. And now when you try to do the next one, which is point B, I'll go ahead and do it here. Your y-intercept. When you have a y-intercept, what is the value of x? 0. So now you have y equals 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 0. So it's y equals 1 plus half. So y equals to 3 halves. So 0 comma 3 halves is B. Now you just answered part A completely. And you should be happy with yourself. Any questions or concerns? Guys, we're at the level of math where I'm not, where it's like I'm not babying you, you know. This is good math. And if you look at the stuff in the book, it's quite interesting. But you gotta develop the skills. Anybody have a question? Okay, great. So B, it says here, find the equation of line AB. Well, do we have A? Yes. Do we have B? Yes. What do we need? Y minus y of 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. Right? Agreed?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna fall, bro. I know it's gonna fall. There we go. I should have brought my tripod. All right, so what is this form called?
Point slope.
Point slope. What do we need? We have a point. We have 2 points, right? We need the slope. How do we get the slope?
Y2 minus y1 over x2.
Y of 2 minus y of 1 over x of 2 minus x of 1. So it's going to be what? 3 halves minus 0 divided by 0 minus negative 3. Notice how I'm being careful with my signs. So you have 3 halves divided by positive 3. And I remember that 3 halves divided by 3, which is what this means, must equal 3 halves times 1/3. All right, so here we have The slope is half. So what do you do? Which point would you use? Which point will you use?
Negative 3, 0.
Yeah, why use this one when you can use this one? So y minus 0 equals half times x minus negative 3. So that's y equals to half x. Well, let me not skip a step. What's minus and negative?
Plus.
Yeah, so this here is half x plus 3. And we have y over here. Then this is just half x plus 3 half. Yay! Do we have an equation? Yes, 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 yes. This class ends at 50, right? 45. So I gotta do part C quickly. If those two conversations would have come up, I would have been at C already. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna erase this part here for A. And then I'll put this here on for C. Now part C says, calculate the coordinates of the point of intersection of line AB, which is this guy, with equation 3y equals to 4x. So we have a system here of linear equations. We'll use the same method, substitution. So we're going to take y equals this and substitute it in here. And then we're going to have everything in terms of x. Right? Same method we've been using in the other questions. That's going to be 3 half x plus 9 halves equals to 4x. And I'll go ahead and pull the 3 halves over here. So we have 9 halves equals to 4x minus 3 halves x. Right? And then we have 4x minus 3 half x. Well, that's 8 minus 3, which is 5. Right? 4 times 2 is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. Divided by 2. So it's 5 halves x equals to 9 half. So if I multiply this by the reciprocal, we end up having x equals 9 half times 2 over 5. So x must equal 9 fifths.
9 over 10.
Over, no, because the twos,
Oh.
the twos canceled. Okay, and now you can take this and plug it into either that or that. Doesn't matter. These arrows are taking away space, so I'm going to go ahead and not use them. So y equals half times 9 fifths plus 3 over 2. So y equals 9 over 10 plus 3 over 2. So y equals, I shouldn't have used that. There was an easier one to use, but whatever. You want me to use the easier one? No, whatever. Let's continue. 9 times 2 is 18. 10 times 3 is 30. Divided by 20. So, I'll erase that. So we have y equals to 48 divided by 20. Let's reduce this. 4 goes into 28. 12 times 12 fifths. So your point of intersection is going to be 9 fifths, comma 12 fifths. Right? And you're good. Now the only question that you don't have is part C of the previous one, but you can do that. You can check it. The answers are in the book. Now I'll go post this in a bit, I'm not gonna edit it. If I can, I will, but you know.